Well, we don't even know we're doing a second season yet, do we?
We don't, because you won't watch it.
That's you!
That's
Which
you.
camera?
And you.
Just pick a camera.
So, what other ideas do we have for season 2? The FBI, or the fantasy equivalent of the FBI, comes into
So
town.
that would be the Fantasy
Fantasy
Bureau
of
in...
Investigation. Infanticide.
Well, maybe it's not based on FBI. Maybe it's
Right. When you watch American TV shows, cop shows, they've always got some special department that the characters work for, like the CBI or the CTU or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they burst into people's apartments, shouting, CTU, everybody down! That sort of thing. Well, if somebody burst into my house shouting 3 random letters...
HGV!
What?
Everybody down! HGV? Who the hell are you?
What's going on?
What's HGV? Heavy goods vehicle. What? No!
In Britain, they knock down your door and shout, Police!
I think they do that in the US too.
But
I think the police...
Not on television.
CTU wasn't the police.
Yeah, I don't know.
CTU was Jack Bauer's special counter-terrorism unit. It wasn't the police.
So yeah, the fantasy equivalent of the police or the FBI turn up.
Well, the town guard or some kind of inquisitors.
And they are looking for a murderer or a crime syndicate or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they start investigating the gang.
Right.
Unfortunately, Eric is missing, so they immediately pin him as a suspect.
Just because he's missing.
Just because
that makes
he's
sense.
missing. That makes perfect
Just because he's
sense.
not in the pub.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's how the police works.
Anyone who's not
What
in
they
the
do,
pub,
yeah, they go to a pub, and anyone who's not there is therefore the prime suspect.
But of course they've got Derek helping them with their inquiries because, Derek would be the local liaison.
Okay.
And so they're there and they're interrogating the gang. They're saying, "Where's Eric? Where is he? Where is he?" And Derek's standing there in the room.
No, they've got to do it in a Batman voice.
Where's Eric? Where's Eric? Where is he? Where is he? Where's Eric? Where is he?
Did you see that YouTube clip with the Joker?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know what you're saying.
I'm sorry. Enunciate.
Where is he? Everybody!
Look, I'd really love to help you. But honestly, dude, I can't make out what it is you're saying to me.
And didn't it make you laugh in the third one when he goes to beat up Bane and starts doing exactly the same thing? Yeah. Where's the bomb? Where is it? I'm sure that was a deliberate fan baiting thing.
It might have been.
But yes, so Derek is participating in the interrogation of the gang, and of course that leads to all sorts of hilarity because of course everyone believes that Eric... Where's Eric? And Derek. What? Everyone believes... Where's Eric?
Sorry, carry on.
Everyone believes that Eric and Derek... You can't do it now, can you? Everyone believes that Eric and Derek are the same person.
So anyway...
And hilarity ensues.
And hilarity ensues.
I also thought maybe...
I just like a bargain. I get the first half the first syllable out.
Where's Eric? Where is he? Where is he?
This is not quality television.
It really isn't. But yes, going on to another episode idea, they could all go to a convention, a real life convention where people are in cosplay.
So everyone's dressed, what, like them? Hey, no, that doesn't.
No, like characters.
Oh, like
in real life.
like real, like yeah, okay,
Yeah. A chain could take over the pub, so it becomes a chain pub, and their tab becomes due.
Yeah, I like that idea. What I would like to do, and maybe this would be
All
the
that
third.
shouting earlier on. Left me with quite a sore throat.
Maybe the third season. I mean, we don't even know we're doing this. God, yeah. We don't even know we're doing a second season yet. But if we do a third season,
Of course not.
I would quite like to get them out of the pub and have them having actual adventures and really riffing off some of the sort of.
That's fine for you to say, but I've got to draw the stuff.
This is true. All we have to do is draw a tree instead of a chair, isn't that? Draw a tree, a brown bit and a green bit. But then we can riff off a lot of stereotypes and cliches, an awful lot of cliches in role-playing games.
Yes. Yeah. I was thinking maybe a theme for the second season.
There is a question that we really should be asking.
What?
Where's Eric? Where is Eric?
No, I was calm. Breathe.
This isn't even funny.
Breathe. Stop giggling. Stop it. Where is he?
No one has ever co-hosted.
Such a fool.
So we have other plans, though, don't we? Not just the Perturbed Dragon. We have maybe some vague plans concerning Dave, our favourite half-dragon space marine.
Oh, Dave. I love Dave. I think I would go back to his mountain with him.
Would you now?
Yeah.
Well, you have a beard.
I don't think I picked him well.
I think he'd like you
A
because of
vaguely
the beard.
green hue.
Something to hang on to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think of the idea of not Dave the Orc, but Dave the half-dragon space marine existing in an alternate universe and having his own spin-off?
I think it's probably the best idea in the world.
I think it's quite a cool idea.
I think it's the sort of idea that requires massive explosions.
Oh yeah, well I was thinking because, I mean, we could make that one a bit more, well I think adult, I don't mean adult in the sense that we're going to just add lots of swear words and sex to it, but certainly more...
But we could.
Well, certainly more mature, well, sort of a bit more violence, a bit more gore. Go really over the top with that, make it really, almost silly, with Dave, like, having heads explode, and as Dave shoots just basically any problem he comes across, he's got a laser Gatling gun. And he's got one solution to any problem.
Ask not what you can do for your laser Gatling gun.
Yeah, because you made a poster.
I did make a poster.
That would make it appear right in front of me. What about... There we go.
I think it was better in front of you.
Anyway. Yeah, so Dave, so he's a half-dragon space marine, and so presumably there will be other half-dragon space marines. Are they all called Dave?
All it's called Dave.
Well, all the orcs are called Dave in the Perturbed Dragon, but this is a separate thing. Are all the
Well,
half-dragon
no.
space marines called Dave?
They are not all called Dave. Some are called Private Dave. Some are called Corporal Dave. Some are called Lieutenant Dave.
So what rank is Dave? R Dave.
R Dave is probably a sergeant. Because sergeants like to shout, don't they?
Sergeants do like to shout.
What do they like to shout?
Do you think George would be quite happy shouting in a bad Russian accent?
You saying his Russian accent was bad?
Well, we want to make it bad, surely. If he had a flawless Russian accent, it wouldn't be so funny.
That's true.
If his Russian accent's too good, so we want to encourage him to make it a bad Russian accent.
That's true. I thought it was closer to Ukrainian myself.
Is it Ukrainian? I don't really know the difference between a Russian and a Ukrainian accent.
All Eastern Europeans sound the same to me.
I think that's slightly racist. Can we say that?
Is it racist if it's true?
I don't know. Well, yes. Because of course it's racist.
Well,
if
I'm
it's
not
true.
saying...
If you turned round and said, I think, or no, if you turned round and said, I hate X and I wish they'd all die, that's true. You do hate X. You do wish they'd all die. Not saying you do, but if you said that, it would be true. But it's still racist. Well, it's very racist.
I hate all people from Southampton. I wish they'd die.
Southampton's not a race.
Southampton.
Yeah.
I'm a Southamptonist.
That's just, I was going to say nationalism. That's just
Townist.
provincialism. I don't know what's the word.
Being a dick.
Yes. It's just being a dick.
Assuming we go ahead with
My
either
foot is
season
touching
two.
your foot.
Does that make us gay?
Does it count if you're brothers?
Does that make you incestuous gay?
I guess so. Strip your beard. You.
I conditioned it last night. I used
No, it's not. No, it's not that it's dirty. It's just the texture. This is really kind of,
pubes.
I suppose. Whereas I'm here with my much shorter beard.
Much less manly beard.
Yeah. Well, I haven't had this long, as you know,
No.
and I'm not sure.
Well, I think it looks good.
I'm not sure whether to keep it or not.
I think it makes you look a little bit like the Master.
Yeah, but I don't want to end up being the sort of stereotypical gamer fat beard type. You're not a gamer. You can't possibly be a stereotypical gamer fat beard type without being a gamer.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, okay, we're wrapping up. So, yeah, Perturbed Dragon, final episode tomorrow, but by the time you see this, that will be sometime in the past.
Maybe even a week.
This is like time travel.
Yeah.
Okay, so Perturbed Dragon was on either last week or the week before that, or maybe a month ago.
The Perturbed Dragon episode 6, The Edition Wars, part 1, was on...
Where's Eric?
was on at some point in the past.
You knew I was going to do that, didn't you?
A little bit, yeah. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, so, yeah, it would be great if you watched that. We want to make a second season. We want to do the Dave, the Half-Dragon Space Marine one-off, at least, and possibly make a season of that. And we want to make that ultra-violent and really silly.
What we'd really like to see are more subscribers to this channel. Wouldn't we?
Where's the subscribe button? It's at the top.
I'll tell you what we can
It's
do.
at the top left
we
of the
can
channel.
do a few different takes.
No, wait. I'm trying to think. Right, so it's at the top left of the channel, but that's facing. So that will be my. So it's there. Is that where the subscribe button is?
Yes.
Yes. Subscribe. This is the important bit. Share it.
Share it.
On Facebook, on Twitter, on message boards. It's a YouTube video, so you can usually. Well, you can paste it into a lot of different places and share it in a lot of different places. Share it, because the more people who watch it, the more likely we are to make more. Of course, you probably don't want us to make more because you hated it, so you won't share it. But if you are the one viewer, Mr. Viewer, yeah, that was a cat. Mr. Viewer, if you would like to see more of this, please share it.
Mr. Viewer?
Or Miss Viewer, or Mrs. Viewer, or Ms. Viewer.
Or the Right Reverend Viewer.
Or Sir Viewer.
Minister Viewer.
Lord Viewer. Captain Viewer.
Or Your Majesty.
Your Holiness. Oh, one viewer is the Pope.
And he hated it.
And he hated it.
Enough to post a flaming turd.